Sherry, you can contribute a few words about how do you see the role of impact investments into UK startup scene, and if there is any shift from investors when it comes to combining the profit and purpose.
Actually, I think so. It's a spectrum. Impact investing, let's say on the left side, you have the philanthropies, which are really and foundations are not looking for any returns. And the other side, you have the typical investors looking for market rate returns. And you can call all of the players in the spectrums impact investors, because it just depends on what they're looking for. And if in the strict terms, let's say we take the ones in the middle, where investors are willing to sacrifice some of the returns to create social and environmental impact, and that part of the systems, we've seen that there's over $1 trillion dollars of asset under management actually are in that bracket. So it is a massive market, and then you see more and more funds and raised under SFDR Article 9, which is very specialized in certain environmental impact and sustainable investment. And they have to report in certain metrics to meet that Article 9 requirement. But I'm even seeing, I would be even seeing for any startups, you may think this may not be part of my concerns. But that also depends on how you look at this, because you could have one side, which is the impact business, where your solutions are really creating the social and environmental impact as your main focus, either as a service or product. Or you have the impact operations, which we consider all kinds of sustainable supply chains, and your human resources and other operations matters needs to meet certain requirements. So I think given so many examples, such as like we see in Silicon Valley banks fall down because of the internal government issues, the impact operations is important for everyone to consider. And a lot more investors are starting to put in pressures of their portfolio companies and trying to get certain data points, understanding if they have the right governance, they have the right mechanisms to make sure the business is running in an impactful way. So for early stage, you may not need to put so much effort into reporting and gathering data, but the later the mature the business you become, this would be having more weight in your operation.